Closed captioning for Fox 5 News at 9 is brought to you by Bishop and Hayes. Auto Injury Law. It's all we do.
It's the easiest way to shop for your next vehicle. Log on to makeiteasyautos.com.
Overcoming drug addiction. Two former addicts speaking to Fox 5 tonight as a conference aimed at helping those recover is being held in Branson.
Mother of all bombs. We're learning more about the biggest non-nuclear bomb used today to reportedly target ISIS tunnels in Afghanistan.
Pothole Patrol. It's a year-round effort making sure Springfield streets stay safe and smooth. Hear from those working to make your commute a nice one.
80 degrees this afternoon here in Springfield, and our warm weather continues, but rain chances for the weekend. Fox 5 News at 9 begins right now.
This is Fox 5 News at 9.
Good evening, Ozarks. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Janelle Brando.
And I'm Stephen Morgan. You're watching Fox 5 News at 9. Well, it seems like we talk about it all too often, but it continues to remain a problem in the Ozarks. Drug addiction, an ongoing battle for many, and for some it starts before they're even teenagers.
Our Lake and McGee talked to two recovering addicts in Branson today, learning how drugs changed their lives.
I started using drugs at 11 years old.
At the age of 12.
Today, the Skaggs Foundation brought folks from the Ozarks together to eliminate substance abuse.
It ruined everything. It changed my life. It brought a lot of depression and suicidal thoughts and stuff like that.
Well, 13 years ago, it took everything from me. I lost respect, my family, finances, everything.
According to the American Addiction Centers, 1 out of every 8 people suffer from a drug disorder. And Missouri is the only state without a drug monitoring system.
You know, there are real concerns here. How do we create a system of prevention, not just dealing with folks after they've crossed the line and are already addicted, but how can we try to set up the community so we have fewer people becoming addicted?
$200 billion was spent on drug abuse and addiction costs in America last year.
Approximately 419,000 Missourians struggle with drug addiction. Of these, 17,000 are between the ages of 12 and 17.
And for those who don't suffer from drug addiction, Dr. Gary says if you're addicted to sugar, it's almost the same high feeling.
Sugar happens to be one of those chemicals that does stimulate that part of your brain.
He says genetics and environmental factors could play a role to addiction, and the only way to recover from it is to seek help.
Find somebody that around you that loves you and is willing to support you.
There are people who love you. There is hope.
In Branson, Lake and McGee, Fox 5 News.
Friends and family members of a Missouri teenager who took her own life were seen protesting today in front of Smith Cotton High School in Sedalia, Missouri. Relatives say the walkout protest is in response to the district's handling of bullying in its schools, a problem they say led to 16-year-old Riley Garrigus taking her own life this past Saturday. Riley's father, Ralph, says there have been 5 deaths in the district these past 2 years due to bullying. He's urging school district officials to make access to mental health and bullying prevention top priorities.
It's easy for me because I'm doing this for my daughter. I get my strength and my push ahead from her.
School officials say new anti-bullying policies will be put into place by 2018.
Well, one man is in critical condition and another being treated for injuries after a construction site accident in Branson today. Authorities say that 2 men on a boom lift were working at the Watermill Cove condominiums when the ground actually gave way and shifted the lift, throwing one man about 30 feet from it. The man was airlifted to the hospital. The second man was taken to the hospital for non-serious injuries.
Fire crews from 4 different cities responding this afternoon to a house fire in Battlefield near the intersection of Millbrook and Overland. Now pictures show thick smoke billowing out of the home as firefighters arrived. According to officials, no one was at the home at the time except for 3 house pets, which according to the battalion chief died as a result.
They did enter the residence. They had zero visibility. They were able to pinpoint the fire and get a good knockdown on it.
The investigation into the cause of the fire continues. And meanwhile, a building at Bear Creek Winery has been ruled a total loss after catching fire this morning. The Taney County Fire Protection District responding around 5:30 this morning, discovering a large building engulfed in flames. It took about an hour and about 25 firefighters to bring the fire under control. No one was in the building, and fortunately no injuries were reported.
A Springfield man went for a climb onto the roof of the Shrine Mosque early this morning, a move that could possibly result in trespassing charges. 52-year-old Max Irwin was arrested after someone called the police when they saw him. Authorities say that Irwin told them he saw the construction ladders and wanted to enjoy the view. The trespassing charges are still pending.
President Trump signing a bill today undoing an Obama-era regulation that prohibited states from withholding money from Planned Parenthood and other reproductive health clinics. By undoing the law, the White House will allow states freedom to allocate funds to the health programs of their preference. In some of the case, Republican states, that will likely mean less funds for abortion providers like Planned Parenthood. Now, Planned Parenthood's executive vice president said in a statement today the administration should build on the progress that's been made instead of enacting policies that take us backward.
Well, here in the Ozarks, it was another beautiful day. I think we might have gotten into the 80s. The difference between yesterday and today, clouds, there was a breeze, a lot more clouds in the sky.
Yeah, it really was. We are dealing with the threat of rain, though. When's that going to come in? Well, David Keller, he's been tracking it. He's here now with his first forecast.
Yes, Stephen, rain chances are going to be going up here over the next couple of days. Not really worrying about that this evening. Really not much of a rain chance tonight. Now, it definitely was a beautiful day across the Ozarks. Warmer than yesterday, though we did have a few more of those clouds, a little bit breezier. Temperatures topping out near 80 degrees in many spots this afternoon. Now, the rain currently falling across Kansas and Oklahoma. We'll try to push our way later tonight. Generally, we'll see a chance of rain across central Missouri, especially after midnight, but I think most of the area will stay dry. More scattered storm chances come in on Friday. Now, temperatures stand pretty mild, only in the 60s right now, still 70 degrees in Lebanon. We'll be dropping into the low 60s by morning. A mild start for your Friday. We do have more rain chances in the forecast for the weekend. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Janelle?
Is it Friday already?
Can't believe it.
So excited.
Can't wait either.
All right, stay with us. The Springfield Cardinals kicking off a series against Frisco tonight at Hammons Field for their home opener.
A lot of people excited about that, plus Pothole Patrol. It's a year-round duty, and somebody's got to do it. Meet a couple of the men making sure the streets in Springfield are driver-friendly.
Weather is brought to you by Bishop & Hayes. 73% of child safety seats are installed incorrectly. Visit safekidsspringfield.org to schedule a free safety check.
Guess who's been playing at Buffalo Run Casino? Top management from Tulsa's largest casinos. They know slots, so when they're playing with their own money, they play the place with the best odds to win. Buffalo Run has paid large jackpots and made payouts to managers from many competing casinos, including Tulsa's largest casino. So if other casino managers make that short drive to play Buffalo Run's loose slots, maybe you should too. Why aren't you playing here? Buffalo Run Casino and Resort, Miami, Oklahoma.
Hi, Roger here from Race Brothers. We're a big store with a lot of stuff, so check out our full line of steel products. Steel can help you add the finishing touches to a freshly cut lawn. Choose steel today for power, service, and value that can help you cut big jobs down to size. Also, don't forget about our great parts and service department. We can service all your needs at Race Brothers in Springfield, Carthage, and Monette. You'll like the way we do business. Tell a friend.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply
and Western Wear.
Look at me, I'm sexy. And now wind is blowing through my hair. Now you've got me being sexy with my sexy hair blowing in the wind, holding a sexy gun, and now, sexy explosions.
This is how it looks and feels like when you're listening to Springfield's rock station Q102!
Real, live, local, rock radio. It's sexy.
Like me.
Next, Harry, we go back to school with Tyrese Gibson.
You're also a terrific singer. We got to throw down on something. It was almost like you.
I'm not normally this close to beards.
Plus, it's getting funky in here. And
what color is snow?
White.
The easiest quiz ever.
You got it.
Next, Harry.
Tomorrow at 4 on Fox 5. You're watching Fox 5 News at 9 with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Well, it is so true. The winter is now just a distant memory for the Ozarks, but it always leaves behind some surprises that, all drivers enjoy. Potholes.
Yes, they're so pesky. Our Aaron Campbell tells us about the crew that works nonstop to ensure your ride home is as bump-free as possible.
2 men, 1 truck, and a seemingly endless amount of potholes.
There's a lot of older streets in this town, and there's always a pothole to fill somewhere.
They come in all shapes and sizes, and these guys have seen them all.
You've got days where you get 20 to 30 service requests come in a day.
It's what they call pothole season. The winter and salt-covered roads leave behind an ample opportunity for asphalt to crack and break apart, especially when the warmer weather arrives.
When we start getting our spring rains, everything's flushing out. That asphalt starts to crumble a little bit, and it just starts popping out of the road.
Last year, Public Works filled thousands of potholes in Springfield on a normal day, using at least 4 tons of asphalt.
It all depends on the size, if we have to prep the hole, and of course traffic.
And it doesn't take long to move from one job to the next. This asphalt was laid less than 5 minutes ago, and it's already hard enough for cars to drive on.
Potholes aren't just a springtime problem, though.
Usually our patches we do in the summer are going to last a lot longer than our patches we do in the winter.
The only way that Springfield Public Works knows that the potholes are out there is if you report them, which you can do online, on a phone, and now on the Springfield City app. So get out there and make those roads drivable again. In Springfield, Aaron Campbell, Fox 5 News.
Well, it's the perfect night for a baseball game, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a game going on right now. This evening, Springfield Cardinals are taking on the Frisco Rough Riders in our home opener.
A home opener. It's a big night for Cardinal baseball fans, and what great weather they had this evening. Exactly right. Our John Adams is live at Hammons Field with more from the first home game of the season.
Yeah, guys, I'm down the left field line here at Hammons Field, where you could not ask for a better night for the opening game of the 2017 season. The Springfield Cardinals hosting the Frisco Rough Riders. I'm going to step out of the frame here for a second so you guys can see the crowd. It is absolutely a huge crowd on hand here. The seats are almost completely full. The grassy area where people like to sit, they're almost full as well. People definitely excited that baseball is back here in 2017, and the festivities got underway early. Newly elected Mayor Ken McClure threw out the first pitch to get things underway. As for the game, it's been pretty much all Frisco. It was 7-1 currently, Frisco leading it in the top of the 6th inning. But the fans here on hand, they don't care about that. They're just happy. The warm weather's back and baseball is back here in 2017. And nothing goes better with baseball than some food, and they have some excellent concession stand food here at Hammons Field. We visited those earlier today, talking to some people about what their favorite foods are from the concession stand.
Nachos with cheese and jalapenos. Classic hot dog for sure. Beer. There you go. Beer. 2 beers.
And guys, I'm not going to lie, I visited the concession stand as well, and these bratwursts, they are $1 on Thursday night here at the ballpark. So I bought 4 of them. Why not? I ate 1, I got 3 more, so I'm bringing them back for my 2 favorite anchors and my weatherman at the station. But everyone having a great time here at Hammons Field tonight for the Cardinals' first home game of the season. We'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Yes, bring us back those brats.
I know, he better. I really want one now.
How nice of him. He said his 2 favorite anchors and the weatherman, so he's bringing them home for us.
I'm so excited, and I know we are losing right now, but there's always the game tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
hopefully.
They can still win the series. Do we have some rain maybe that could happen?
I think tomorrow's game should get in pretty well. It's just like today. You know, we had some great weather for the game today. Temperatures made into the 80s this afternoon. We don't have any rain to worry about tonight, and we may have some showers tomorrow morning, but I think it'll be out of here by the time the game starts tomorrow evening. So right now things are pretty quiet across the Ozarks. We are seeing more clouds than we did yesterday. A lot of green showing up around the radar site here in Springfield. That is just ground clutter, so no actual rain falling from the clouds here across Missouri and Arkansas. You have to work back into Kansas and Oklahoma to see the showers and storms that we've been tracking all day long. Now they are trying to lift off to the north and east, so they may try to work into areas like Stockton Lake, over into Osceola, maybe into Warsaw, Versailles later tonight. But I think most of the area is going to be dry. We just have this little upper level storm that's working its way off to the north and east. That'll bring us a slight chance for rain, generally north of I-44 later tonight. Now, certainly a very warm afternoon. 80 degrees here in Springfield, 79 in Rolla, 84 in St. Louis. 83 in Little Rock, so feeling a little bit more like summer this afternoon across the area, and temperatures still very mild this evening. Hanging on to 71 in St. Louis, 74 in Fort Smith. We're sitting at 67 here in Springfield, 72 in Osage Beach and in Branson, so still a great night to be outdoors. Winds are light, around 3 miles an hour coming out of the south here in Springfield. Winds a little bit stronger off to our west. Our winds will begin to increase a little bit as we work into the weekend. So outside our studio, 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies, calm winds, certainly a great evening to be outdoors. 80 our official high, 81 in Harrison's, well above average. We should be sitting at 67 degrees for April 13th. Tomorrow, I think we'll be pretty close to these numbers once again. All right, overnight, we're going to continue to see the cloud cover. There you can see some rain off to our north and west. I think this may be underdoing the amount of rain just a little bit. I do think there are going to be a few scattered showers and storms generally north of I-44 late tonight and tomorrow morning, but by midday, that rain should be shifting out of the area and we'll see more sunshine. So it should be another very warm and very nice spring day across the area. Temperatures back into the 70s and 80s. By Saturday, we start to see a little change in that weather pattern. We should see a very nice Saturday afternoon, but notice this cold front beginning to drop into northwest Missouri. There you can see some showers and storms developing from eastern Kansas into Iowa. This front is going to slowly sag our way Saturday night into Sunday, and notice Sunday morning for sunrise services on Easter. Yeah, it does look like there will be some showers and storms in the area. So have the rain gear ready to go Sunday morning and have some backup plans throughout the day if you have outdoor activities planned, if you have those egg hunts throughout the day. We could have some showers. I do think we'll get in a little bit of dry time during the afternoon, but by Sunday evening, we'll see more showers and storms begin to fill in, especially across southern Missouri and northern Arkansas, and then near daily rain chances starting on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday into next week. So tonight, a fairly calm night, maybe a few scattered showers and storms north of I-44. Later tonight, dropping to around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, we'll start off mild back into the 70s and 80s by the afternoon. I think we top out around 80 degrees here in Springfield. And then heading into Sunday, another great day. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s once again. In fact, Saturday afternoon, I think we could see temperatures a little bit warmer than what we see on Friday. So tomorrow, watch out for an isolated storm early in the day. 80 degrees for that afternoon high temperature. Saturday, 82, a little bit breezy Saturday afternoon on Easter. A good chance for rain, especially in the morning. Maybe a break by midday, and then more showers develop later in the day. So we'll have to watch that. And then more chances for rain into next week. Looks like an active pattern.
So if you're going to do something outside, maybe Saturday.
Yeah, if you have anything to do outside this weekend, Saturday maybe I think is going to be the better day for it.
All right.
I know a lot of Easter activities on Sunday, so you may have to work around the rain.
Yeah, or just move them to Saturday.
Yeah, but you were indoors today, David.
Yes, tell us why.
Well, I went down to Wilson Creek to talk to the 5th graders about weather. We talked about weather, we talked about climate, we talked about all the instruments that meteorologists use, and we did a few little experiments there. You can see one of them sitting on the table. We were talking about radar and satellite and weather balloons and computer models and how all that stuff works together. We made a cloud as well.
Wow.
So it was a lot of fun. The kids were great. They had some great questions. And of course, they all wanted to be on TV, so they're waving hi to mom and dad right now.
Yeah, hopefully they're watching, or if it's their bedtime, hopefully they're in bed.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They were good kids. They had a lot of good questions, so it was a great time.
I remember loving science as a kid growing up, and when we had presentations at school, I loved it. I loved the experiments.
Blown away by it, right?
Yeah, the dry ice was my favorite. Seeing that
Very
coming
cool. And
over
how did
the
the cloud work out?
And we made the cloud in the bottle, so that was
awesome.
fun.
We're getting rain, so I guess it was effective enough.
Exactly.
Bada boom. All right,
well,
David,
thanks. David.
Well, next on News at 9, it's being called the mother of all bombs, the U.S. dropping the bomb on a believed ISIS tunnel complex in Afghanistan.
And smoke fills the sky over Mosul as Iraq forces also continue the battle against ISIS. We'll be right back.
Here's a look at area lake levels. Brought to you by Weir Ford and RV. Watching Fox 5 News at 9 with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Welcome back. The Pentagon says American forces in Afghanistan dropped the military's largest non-nuclear bomb on an ISIS target in Afghanistan. The 11-ton weapon known as GBU-43 has an explosive power shy of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, Japan in World War II. The Air Force says it's the first combat deployment of the weapon.
We have incredible leaders in the military, and we have incredible military, and we are very proud of them. And this was another very, very successful mission.
The Pentagon says the bomb was dropped on a cave complex believed to be used by ISIS fighters close to the border with Pakistan.
Smoke rising over western Mosul on Thursday as fighting continued between Iraqi forces and ISIS militants. The fighting continued close to a mosque where ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi made a rare public appearance in July of 2014, announcing an Islamic State caliphate in Iraq and Syria. Iraqi forces have been trying to dislodge the terror group from western Mosul for nearly 2 months. The eastern side of the city was retaken at the end of January.
Well, tensions continue to build on the Korean Peninsula as evidence mounts of a possible nuclear or missile test in the coming days. Those warnings come by new evidence from Japan that the North could be loading its missiles with sarin gas, the same chemical weapon used in a deadly attack in Syria earlier this month.
There's a possibility that North Korea has already acquired the capability to launch a missile with a sarin-loaded warhead.
President Trump has been trying to engage the Chinese to help rein in North Korea, and on Wednesday backed down from his pledge to label China as a currency manipulator, linking economic issues with the North Korea threat.
Well, it is time for another break, but stay with us. A local popular burger and shake eatery is looking to expand and possibly become a drive-in.
That's right. I'm very excited about that story. Plus, an open house today for OTC's new aviation school. We'll show you after the break.
All the comforts of home. We didn't have all this when I was a kid, but it sure makes camping enjoyable. Hi folks, I'm Jay Loveland here from Weir Ford and RV. Camping season's just around the corner, and now's the time to purchase the RV of your dreams. From the retro units to the most luxurious, we have what you're looking for. No one makes a better camper than Open Range and Jayco, and we have a huge selection at prices that can't be beat. Call or stop by today. Weir Ford and RV in Mountain Grove, where we always do the right thing.
At Bishop & Hayes, all we do is auto injury law.
When you or a family member has suffered a serious injury in an auto accident, we understand you may have questions you can't answer.
That is why we offer a zero-obligation free consultation. Tim or myself will personally meet with you and help you answer questions to ensure your legal rights are protected.
If you have questions, call now, because protecting your family shouldn't be a guessing game. Bishop & Hayes, auto injury law, it's all we do.
Kubota's Orange Opportunity Sales event is going on now at your local Kubota dealer. Take on the tough jobs in a tractor you'll be proud to own. A powerful Kubota Standard L Series. With the right combination of dependable horsepower, high-quality construction, and ease of operation, they're perfect for the independent property owner. Now get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months. See your local Kubota dealer today.
The Dr. Nancy O'Reilly Annual Kentucky Derby Gala benefiting the Hope Foundation is Friday, May 5th, hosted by Krishan Park. Enjoy live music, auctions, Arabian horse show, and dinner provided by Avanzari. The Hope Foundation provides financial and emotional support to families during pediatric emergencies. The Dr. Nancy O'Reilly Derby Gala is sponsored by Women Connect for Good, Audi Springfield, and Hartman Construction. Thank you for your support.
You're watching Fox 5 News at 9 with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Well, today, Premier Flight Center held an open house for OTC's new aviation-focused associate degree program. Graduates of the program will be prepared to immediately enter the workforce as commercial pilots. The program will consist of ground school classes taught by OTC instructors at the Springfield campus.
Lots of people have an interest in this. This is not something when you're a little kid that you think, I want to grow up and be a pilot, because Springfield's not a place where you could get that training previously. Now we have the ability to provide that to our community, and I think that people will grow up and thinking, that's what I want to do when I get older.
Classes for the program will begin this fall.
The Springfield Business Journal breaking the news that Black Sheep is looking to expand and fill the vacancy of the Sonic Drive-In on East Sunshine. It's close to the station. We can't wait. The Jalilis, who are co-owners of Black Sheep, reportedly signing a lease at the former Sonic Yeah, right near Enterprise and Sunshine. The Business Journal reporting that plans for a drive-in style Black Sheep have been set in motion with hopes of opening in July. Black Sheep has grown in popularity, known for their burgers and shakes. The plan is to continue their all-natural beef patties and non-GMO fries.
We can't wait. I loved that.
It's true.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And it's going to be hitting by summer, so looking forward to that.
Have you been there before?
I guess I have to find out what this is.
Okay, it's an amazing burger place.
Yeah, and they have shakes and
say.
fries, and we'll just have to see how they if they keep the same menu or what it's going to be.
I'm hoping so. They have a gluten-free burger, and it's so good.
Well, we do have a lot of weather to talk about, a lot of unsettled weather too.
That's right.
Yeah, the pattern getting pretty active, especially this weekend and next week. Unfortunately, just in time for Easter tonight, we are tracking some showers on the radar across Kansas and Oklahoma. Those are going to try to push into our area later tonight. I think most of the activity will stay north of I-44, so many of you staying dry through tomorrow morning. Now, we will have a few scattered showers and storms to start off your Friday, but it'll move out of here pretty quickly. Still 67 degrees right now here in Springfield, 60 for that overnight low. Isolated storms to start off your Friday, 80 degrees by the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies across the area. Windy and warm on Saturday. Easter Sunday, we will have some showers, especially in the morning, so have backup plans just in case.
All right. Well, thanks for that information, David.
That's all the time we have for Fox 5 News at 9.
Fox 5 News Edge is coming up next. Stick around.
Our customers are smart, they're highly selective, they know what they're looking for, and it's our job to provide them with the jewelry they want. At Mitchum Jewelers, we excel in that. People fall in love with the product and they fall in love with our store. And when our customers are at a party or an event, like, we want their diamond rings to stand out. We want their ring to be the only ring in the room, a 10-table diamond ring, noticed from 10 tables away.
Mitchum Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I just feel like it's missing some stuff.
We can do anything.
All right, great. Take some notes. I'm gonna do a 2.5-inch lift kit, some knobbier tires on here. Let's throw a winch on front. Probably gonna do some interior upgrades, and let's throw some lights on this baby and beef up the engine.
So is this for the man?
Oh no, it's for me. Hey Springfield, come see us at Youngblood to lease the 2017 Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $317 a month. Get exactly what you want at Springfield's Lifted Jeep headquarters. The spring clearance event at Youngblood Chrysler Jeep. We make it easy for you.
Here's to craftsmanship. When you take your sweet time and do it by hand, it always leads to the good stuff. The pit masters at Rib Crib practice their craft every single day. Slow smoking with hickory around the clock to bring you righteous ribs, sit your butt down brisket, and all the good stuff you love. Rib Crib, smoking the good stuff.
The Sato 48 teams have created their films, and now it's time to see them. Fox 5, Bedford Camera and Video, and Sony invite you to come out to the Moxie to see these amazing films from local artists, and a few not so local. You can even vote for your favorite film. The film with the most fan votes will win the Fox 5 Fan Favorite Award that will include a $500 gift card to Bedford Camera and Video. Bedford Camera and Video and Sony, featuring the best in-class alpha series of mirrorless cameras. Log on to fox5krbk.com for more information on Sato 48.
Hey, it's Foch and Sarah. Join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8.
Right here on Fox 5.
This is Fox 5 News Edge with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Good evening. You're watching Fox 5 News Edge. I'm Stephen Morgan.
And I'm Janelle Brenham. Thanks for joining us this evening. Here's your top 5 stories of the day.
The biggest non-nuclear bomb in America's military arsenal was dropped on ISIS targets inside of Afghanistan.
The Trump administration confirming this afternoon that the bomb, called MOAB for Massive Ordnance Air Blast, is also known as the mother of all bombs. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has the latest.
We have incredible leaders in the military, and we have incredible military, and we are very proud of them, and this was another very, very successful mission.
The United States dropped its most powerful conventional bomb in eastern Afghanistan early Thursday. The bomb, which has never before been used in combat, targeting a system of tunnels and caves believed to be used by ISIS, as that terror group moves into territory once known to be occupied by al-Qaeda.
The United States takes the fight against ISIS very seriously, and in order to defeat the group, we must deny them operational space which we did.
Known as the mother of all bombs, the GBU-43 weapon was unveiled in 2003 and weighs 21,000 pounds. It is the largest non-nuclear bomb in the United States arsenal, with a blast radius of roughly a mile wide, designed to explode above ground, taking out its targets through a concussive force.
I can't say that this was an immediate outcome of any conversations we had with the Afghan government. I think it's part of our ongoing efforts.
President Trump touting his administration's amped-up approach towards fighting ISIS, something he vowed to do throughout his presidential campaign.
If you look at what's happened over the last 8 weeks and compare that really to what's happened over the last 8 years, you'll see there's a tremendous difference.
As for how much one of these bombs costs, about $16 million each. And the one just dropped was part of a group that cost $314 million to develop. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
President Trump, who in the past praised Russian President Vladimir Putin, appears to have had a change of heart. As the two nations openly admit, there is a substantial rift in diplomatic relations.
Fox News correspondent Joe Waldman is in Washington with the latest.
The White House using deliberate language in describing the chilly diplomatic climate between the United States and Russia.
I think it's important to note who Russia is on the side with right now and where they stand. I think it draws a huge contrast.
Those comments coming just one day after Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and Russian President Vladimir Putin met in Moscow, with the Kremlin announcing today the meeting did not produce any positive shift in U.S.-Russia relations. Much of the recent tension between the U.S. and Russia comes as a result of Syrian President Bashar Assad, a Russian ally, using chemical weapons last week against his own people, prompting the president to launch retaliatory strikes. For the first time since that attack, the Syrian president weighing in.
Definitely, 100% for us it's fabrication. We don't have arsenal. We're not going to use it. And you have many indications if you don't have proof, because no one has concrete information or evidences.
The U.S. and allies, including Great Britain, debunking that claim.
There can be little doubt that the recent attacks and the chemical weapons attack in Idlib was by the Syrian government, by the Syrian regime, and that it wasn't only a violation of the laws of war, but it was, we believe, a war crime.
Like the United States, we believe it is highly likely that attack was carried out by the Assad regime.
Earlier in the day, President Trump tried to quell the diplomatic tension between the U.S. and Russia, saying in a tweet that things will work out fine. In Washington, Joe Waldman, Fox News.
Well, it's a story everyone's talking about. The passenger dragged from the United Airlines flight is now filing a lawsuit. Dr. David Dow's lawyer says the incident left him with a severe concussion, missing teeth, and a broken nose. The first steps have already been taken, filing a motion to protect and preserve evidence needed for later. But it's still not exactly clear what happened before he was dragged off the plane.
If you're going to eject a passenger, under no circumstances can it be done with unreasonable force?
2 more Chicago aviation officers have been suspended, and changes to department protocols are now being considered.
1 person is dead after a massive explosion after a fuel truck overturned in Louisiana. The fuel truck, flipping and catching fire around 8:30 this morning. Check out those flames. Officials say 2 other vehicles were involved in the accident. State police confirming 1 person died and another was treated for serious injuries as a result of the accident.
Now to another incident. Crews got a call to a fire underneath a train bridge not far from the site of last month's highway collapse in Atlanta. Now it is still too early to know full details of the cause, but officials believe it was some sort of trash that was burning underneath. Police in the area say they oftentimes see homeless people near the tracks. A 39-year-old man with mental health problems was charged in the highway collapse. And those are your top 5 stories of the day.
Well, coming up next, more news as the TSA is applying new ways to speed up security during the busy spring and summer travel season.
Plus, we've all heard of 3D printing, but how about pairing that with some delicious chocolate? That story next.
Weather is brought to you by Bishop & Hayes. 6 out of 10 people killed in Missouri auto crashes were unbuckled. Buckle up. It will save your life.
Ready, set, go. Slumberland's one-day sale. Saturday only. Get an extra $100 off your purchase of $5.99 or more. Pay no interest for 50 months. Get up to 65% off. The one-day sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
At U.S. Automotive, they not only know cars, but they know people.
I did an online search for automotive service, and U.S. Automotive popped up as one of the higher ratings.
I feel very confident that they can give me the best advice.
There's no job too big or no job too small. They give it 100%.
I never felt like I was being taken advantage of.
I choose.
I choose.
I choose.
I choose.
I choose.
I choose.
I choose U.S. Automotive.
Guess who's been playing at Buffalo Run Casino? Top management from Tulsa's largest casinos. They know slots, so when they're playing with their own money, they play the place with the best odds to win. Buffalo Run has paid large jackpots and made payouts to managers from many competing casinos, including Tulsa's largest casino. So if other casino managers make that short drive to play Buffalo Run's loose slots, maybe you should too. Why aren't you playing here? Buffalo Run Casino and Resort, Miami, Oklahoma.
Ready, set, go. Slumberland's one-day sale. Saturday only. Get an extra $100 off your purchase of $5.99 or more. Pay no interest for 50 months. Get up to 65% off. The one-day sale at Slumberland. It's a good life.
Fox 5 and Kansas Speedway are teaming up to give you the chance to win tickets to some NASCAR action for you and 3 of your friends. Friday, May 12th, Kansas Speedway presents the Toyota Tundra 250. Then on Saturday, things rev up for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Go Bowling 400. We know you want to go. Click over to fox5krbk.com and register for your chance to win 4 tickets to each race. Plus, we'll throw in $100. NASCAR at Kansas Speedway, May 12th and 13th. Enter today for these great NASCAR tickets from Kansas Speedway and Fox 5.
This is Fox 5 News Edge with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Welcome back. Between turning on your laptop or taking off your shoes, socks or not, getting through airport security can be a real pain. So the TSA is implementing new ways to speed up security while still keeping everyone safe. That's where the pre-check program comes in. Now passengers can submit to a screening prior to traveling, submitting background and biometric data to the FBI, allowing them to breeze through security at the terminal.
If you look at the process and how you enroll in TSA PreCheck, you go to our website, identico.com, you click on and you enroll in the program.
It usually takes TSA anywhere from 1 to 10 days to be able to approve you for PreCheck.
Well, get this, a chocolate shop is taking chocolate making to the next level thanks to a sweet piece of technology. The factory is using a 3D printer to create customized chocolate objects. Layer by layer, the high-tech candy shop applies melted chocolate to shape any three-dimensional object. Now, based on what type of object that is, it can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 3 hours. While dark chocolate is the most popular, they also have milk and white chocolate. Which one would you choose?
Looks pretty good. Can I pick all 3?
I guess. Maybe they can do that.
Looks good. I like how they're getting creative too with these 3D printers.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, now to weather for western parts of the United States. It's already that time of year. Wildfire season is almost here and fire departments are getting ready.
Plus, a powerful hurricane across the Pacific has forced hundreds to evacuate. David Keller has the latest in weather news.
Yeah, despite all the recent rain in California, wildfire season will be here before you know it, and firefighters are working hard to be ready. And we've got some pretty cool video for you tonight from a tropical island. That's in tonight's World of Weather.
Firefighters in Santa Barbara, California are beginning training to ensure that they can keep their community safe during the upcoming wildfire season. You may recall a very busy and long-lived wildfire season in 2016. Fire crews are hoping for an easier season this year, but they want to be ready just in case.
We're just trying to get firefighters' situational awareness up. It's been a long winter. We've had a bunch of rain.
Fire and emergency agencies throughout Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo counties participated in the simulation. Even though it was just a drill, they worked as though it was an actual emergency.
It's just an opportunity to get people's awareness up and to get them focused on what's really going to happen. So when they roll in, they see that sign ICP, that's what they're going to see in the real life.
While the professionals are training, fire officials are asking residents to prepare as well, making sure their property is ready for wildfire season by clearing unneeded brush and clearing vegetation near homes. Around the world now, hundreds have been evacuated and a state of emergency declared as Cyclone Cook slams into New Zealand. Landslides, flash flooding, and power outages have already been reported, with more damage possible as the storm continues to rake parts of the island. The storm is expected to move south and reach Wellington, the nation's capital, by early Friday. Some cool video tonight of a plume of steam and smoke coming off a lava flow on the island of Hawaii. The Kilauea volcano continues to erupt, sending a stream of lava all the way to the Pacific Ocean. That lava causing small explosions and a huge plume of acidic seawater and volcanic particles, something you probably want to stay away from. And finally, a surprise visitor for some neighbors in Michigan. This tiny bear cub was found on a porch in the neighborhood. Some residents apparently picking up the cub and moving it to a tree, then calling wildlife officials. The cub seemingly separated from its mother. No word so far if they have been reunited.
Is there something out of the ordinary on the desk?
I don't know. I don't see anything
normal.
David, what do we have going on here?
All right, this is some leftover fun from my visit to Wilson's Creek earlier today when I went and talked to the 5th grade students. This is one of the science experiments. Well, we got some dry ice and hot water, and it creates a little bit of fog. It's just drifting off the desk here. We did some of those experiments with the 5th graders. I think they had fun. I had fun anyway, so that's what's matters, right?
Right?
Yeah, they were great. We did a couple experiments. We made a cloud in a bottle, and we talked about how meteorologists do their job, all the tools we do, and then of course everybody wanted to say hi on TV.
So
all the classes got a chance to come in and say hi. So hopefully they all had fun. I know I had fun, and I don't know. I'm distracted by the fog
all this craziness going on.
Well,
but it looked like they had fun.
And actually, to be honest with you, this sound is therapeutic to me, and I'm just captivated by it. So thank you for that.
Please don't fall asleep. We need you.
It's very captivating to me. But how cool! And it was probably real neat for the students to see that and kind of get out of the classroom for a bit and learn.
All right, we got to move on to weather now.
Yes. What do you have for us?
Well, unfortunately, not some great news as we work into the weekend. Tomorrow, not too bad. Saturday, not too bad. Easter Sunday, we got some rain chances. Right now, the rain is all off to our west. It's in Kansas and Oklahoma. Some of those showers kind of pushing their way into the Wichita area and Tulsa. They're going to try to work into Missouri later tonight. I think most of us stay dry, but there will be a chance for rain, especially north of I-44, as this little system begins to lift north toward Nebraska and Iowa. Temperatures today, very warm, 80 degrees here in Springfield, 80 in West Plains. We've dropped now down to about 67 degrees, 74 still in Fort Smith. We're still sitting at 72 in Branson, 72 in Osage Beach. So certainly a mild evening, a great night to be outdoors. 73 outside our studio, dew point to 55. So the humidity starting to come up a little bit. Tonight, I think we'll drop down to around 60. Again, we could see some of those isolated showers and storms, especially north of I-44 later tonight, early on Friday. By mid-morning, though, I think most of the activity starts to lift out of here. That'll leave us with sunshine and very warm temperatures. We'll start off in the 60s, but we should be in the 70s and 80s once again tomorrow afternoon. So it should be another very nice day across the area. May have to dodge a shower earlier in the day. Saturday, I think we get even warmer, but there is that chance of rain on Easter. We'll see our 7-day forecast here in a few minutes. Janelle.
All right, thanks, David. We're a little distracted by this
David, you're making a mess. Get your experiment out of here.
All right, well, it is time for a break, but what would you do if you could only choose between 7 foods? Coming up next, we'll tell you about how Chick-fil-A is helping a young boy with a rare allergy disease.
Plus, what looks better to Americans, working hard or hardly working? We have some health news next.
There's an old saying, if you don't like the weather in the Ozarks, give it an hour, it'll change. Hi folks, Jay Loveland here from Weir Ford and RV in Mountain Grove. No matter what Mother Nature brings your way, we've got the vehicle for you. Shop our large selection of America's best-selling brand, Ford. Our experienced sales team will treat you like family with the respect you deserve. Weir Ford and RV in Mountain Grove, where we always do the right thing.
It's a place, save you time and money, put a smile on your face.
Look at me, I'm sexy. And now wind is blowing through my hair.
Now you've got me being sexy with my sexy hair blowing in the wind, holding a sexy gun, and now
sexy explosions.
This is how it looks and feels like when you're listening to Springfield's rock station Q102.
Real, live, local rock radio. It's sexy.
Like me.
It's impossible to prepare for injuries caused by serious accidents. In the aftermath, all you can do is seek the best medical treatment and help from an experienced injury attorney. Corbett Law Firm knows that serious accidents can be physically debilitating and cause financial hardships.
I'm Jim Corbett. If you've been injured in a serious accident, call Corbett Law Firm today. We'll fight to get your life back.
Corbett Law Firm, the voice of the injured.
Feeling pretty lucky. I was going to plant a tree right there, till a neighbor stopped me and said I ought to make sure that there aren't any underground utility lines. Said I should call Missouri One Call, that the utility company would come out and mark their underground lines. So I called, and guess what? There's a gas line buried right along there. I had no idea. And to think, I almost didn't call. Call before you dig. It's free, it's the law, and it's just common sense.
Fox 5 Focus on Health is brought to you by Maddox New Prater, the best in sight. This is Fox 5 News Edge with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
In tonight's Fox 5 Focus on Health, it's not a clean bill of health for one Veterans Administration health center.
That's the word from the Office of the Inspector General, who says that the VA Medical Center in the nation's capital is actually putting patients at risk. Fox has some answers as to why.
Well, they are concerned that the VA is just lacking the funding that's needed.
Colin Schackenberg says both his grandfathers are veterans who share continual complaints about the Veterans Affairs health system. So this scathing report from the Office of Inspector General citing lack of supplies, dirty storage areas, and unaccounted for funds comes as no surprise to him.
This isn't going to be an affair that can just be summed up in a week or even, a month. It needs to be a long investigation about what's going on.
Investigators found D.C.'s VA hospital reportedly ran out of supplies needed for patient procedures. 18 of the 25 sterile satellite storage areas for supplies were dirty, and no system was in place to ensure recalled products were not used on patients.
I think it's a lack of funding, actually. There seems to just be a problem in the funding of these VA hospitals, and I think that there needs to be congressional support for some of these.
John Ury has worked at the embroiled VA Medical Center for more than a decade.
It wouldn't be good, but I'd have to hear more about it.
They said 18 of the 25 sterile areas that were supposed to be sterile were actually dirty here.
I mean, it's not good if that's true, but I haven't heard about it.
For now, the district's VA is making changes at the top. Former VA Medical Center Director Brian Hawkins has been relieved from his position and temporarily assigned to administrative duties, though he was appointed in 2011 with rave reviews. In fact, 1 year after his appointment, he was named Communications Visionary of the Year. The shuffle is just a start.
Well, in other health news, a 6-year-old boy who is only allowed to eat 7 foods on this planet has gotten his wish at Chick-fil-A. Due to a rare disease, Christopher Cataldo hasn't tasted much in his life. 90% of the food on the planet makes him sick. Doctors only allow him to eat 7 foods, one of them being Chick-fil-A waffle fries. While Chris loves the waffle fries, he's not stepped inside of his favorite restaurant since he was 2 because his condition weakens his immune system. That, however, all changed this week.
The world. I could not have asked for a better gift today.
Christopher toured his place, becoming the new owner there, playing the playground and even cooking his own fries before taking a break. The event lasted only a couple of hours, but his mom says he will relive the day for years to come.
Oh, I love that story.
I know, so
that was
cool.
A good one.
It was a Houston, Texas
Very cool.
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
The
Real
smile
cool.
on his face. Well, being a workaholic may be the American way. Who knows? The researchers conducted social experiments measuring how Americans viewed working hard versus seeking leisure. Americans thought people who were constantly busy had a higher social status, but that wasn't actually the worldview. Italians still place a higher value on a more leisurely life.
And what do you know? I'm Italian.
Do you like the leisurely life? I love to be busy. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
Always on the move.
Well, coming up after the break, Hollywood news is Warner Brothers is being sued, but by who and why? We'll tell you.
Plus, David Keller will join us one last time talking about the chances for rain this weekend.
It's time to head out on the road with Big O Tires and check out some Missouri state parks.
This week, we head up to St. Louis to see Dr. Edmund A. Babler Memorial State Park. It's one of Missouri's most popular state parks. This park is an ongoing commemoration of a well-known St. Louis family. Back in 1934, Jacob and Henry Babler presented the state with 88 acres in loving memory of their brother Edmund, a prominent St. Louis surgeon who was noted for his service to the less fortunate and needy. An additional 800 acres quickly followed. It has evolved into a state park that provides a valuable green space oasis in suburban St. Louis landscape. Hiking, nature study, and wildlife viewing are popular activities. Hiking and equestrian trails wind their way through the park's narrow coves, sheltered valleys, and towering forests. Numerous picnic sites provide outdoor dining opportunities while enjoying the peace and tranquility of the park. Be sure to log on to our website to learn more about Dr. Edmund A. Babler Memorial State Park.
Missouri state parks are beautiful any time of the year. Join me and Big O Tires next time as we hit the road to look at another Missouri state park.
I'm Jay Foch for Fox 5 News.
A small-town murder with a stunning twist.
You can add one of your own to the list of suspects. What? He was my first boyfriend.
Rosewood.
Friday at 7 on Fox 5.
Have you ever wished you could see the world as freely and clearly as those not wearing glasses and contacts? At Maddox New Prater Eye Center, our highly experienced LASIK surgeons use the latest laser technology to reduce dependence on glasses and contacts. But more importantly, we've now made LASIK more affordable than ever. Visit MaddoxNewPrater.com to take the LASIK quiz. Then call 886-EYES to request a complimentary LASIK consultation and ask about our affordable options. The best in sight.
At Bishop & Hayes, all we do is auto injury law. Unlike other firms, at Bishop & Hayes, you only work directly with Tim or myself.
With over 45 years of combined experience, our clients receive personalized service. Our team is dedicated to getting you and your family the justice you deserve. If you've suffered a serious injury in an auto accident,
let Tim or myself fight for you. Bishop & Hayes, auto injury law, it's all we do.
Filling out dozens of job applications can be frustrating, but what if you could fill out just one application for hundreds of positions? No matter where you are in the Ozarks, PenMax Staffing is just around the corner with free help finding a job. With positions in manufacturing, warehouse, clerical, transportation, hospitality, education, and more, PenMac is sure to find the opportunity that fits your skills and schedule. Visit penmac.com, apply, and go to work right away. PenMax Staffing. We place people first.
Springtime equals road trip season. Windows down and good times ahead. At Big O Tires, keep your family safe on the road and save money with our Buy 3, Get 1 free sale. Huge savings with Buy 3, Get 1 free on the Aspen Touring AS. It's the best low price tire we've ever sold, making this Buy 3, Get 1 free a huge deal. Plus, Buy 3, Get 1 free on the Mesa AP and Sumitomo Tour Plus LX. With a tire for every vehicle and budget, spring road trips have never been more affordable. Tires, service, straight talk, Big O Tires.
This is Fox 5 News Edge with Janelle Brandom and Stephen Morgan.
Welcome back. Beauty and the Beast hits $1 billion at the global box office.
I believe it. It was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt has that story and much more tonight's Hollywood Nation.
You have to help me. You have to stand.
Disney's Beauty and the Beast is breaking box office records. The studio announced Thursday its latest fairy tale flick crossed the $1 billion mark, making it the highest-grossing live-action musical movie in history. Josh Brolin is on board for Deadpool 2. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the Hail Caesar star scored a 4-film contract to play comic book anti-hero Cable in Marvel's X-Men franchise. Sylvester Stallone is suing Warner Brothers over his 1993 flick Demolition Man. The action star filed fraud docs in Los Angeles Superior Court, claiming the studio covered up profits from the film and that he's owed at least 15% of $125 million it made at the box office. Donald Sutherland is bringing another real-life icon to the small screen. The Emmy winner has signed on to play billionaire oil tycoon J. Paul Getty in FX's upcoming true story anthology, Trust.
For 16 years, I kept this secret from my wife.
And speaking of famous figures, a new look at Robert De Niro as notorious Ponzi schemer Bernie Madoff hit the web Wednesday. Michelle Pfeiffer co-stars as Madoff's wife, Ruth, in the HBO drama The Wizard of Lies, chronicling the largest financial fraud in U.S. history.
Guilty.
In Hollywood, Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.
All right, let's send it over one last time to the Experiment King, Chief Meteorologist David Keller, for a final look at this forecast.
All out of experiments for tonight, but we do have some showers and thunderstorms on the radar. That's going to be across Kansas and Oklahoma. That rain trying to work our way. I think it's really going to fizzle out for the most part as it works in our direction. So most of us staying dry tonight. We will see a chance for rain by tomorrow morning. Still 70 degrees out here in Springfield. Almost 10 o'clock at night. Very mild out there. 72 in Branson. As we work into the morning hours there, you can see the rain trying to lift into the area generally north of I-44. So you may have to dodge a shower late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Temperatures staying mild, only dropping to around 60 degrees. Saturday looking nice as well. We'll see plenty of sunshine across the area. Temperatures into the 80s again, but by Saturday evening, and we're going to have to watch this front. It's drifting into northwest Missouri, and notice as it drops into central and southern Missouri, we're going to see showers and thunderstorms developing across the area. So I do think, unfortunately, around sunrise services Sunday morning, we're going to see some showers and storms across the area, and that chance for rain will linger into the rest of the day. We may get a break for the early afternoon, but more showers Sunday evening. So if you have outdoor activities planned, try to make a backup if you can. Tomorrow afternoon, 80 degrees here in Springfield. Should be another great day, maybe a couple showers in the morning. And then Saturday, we're looking at temperatures climbing into the 70s and 80s. Once again, 80 to 82 degrees across most of the area. So should be a couple of very nice spring days across the area. 80 degrees for the high on Friday. Saturday, a little windy, but 82. Sunday, that's when the rain chances really increase, especially in the morning. Another chance Sunday evening into Monday. And then daily rain chances for really the rest of next week. So an active weather pattern setting up as we move into the next 7 days.
All right, I guess we'll learn more as the days come on.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, that'll do it for Fox 5 News Edge. Thanks for joining us tonight.
TMZ is coming up next. Have a great night.
On the road with Big O Tires with your host,
Will sweat uncontrollably.
Been there.
A new Kevin Can Wait. Then, what does Matt LeBlanc bring to Monday night?
He smells better than any man I've ever known.
That's right. The comedy's never smelled so sweet.
You're welcome.
New Man with a Plan after Kevin Can Wait, Monday.